So how do we use CRM to get marketing results? A lot of marketing efforts these days are focused around electronics-based activities, such as search engine optimizations, pay-per-click advertising, email blasts. However, most organizations rely on a series of different tools that don't communicate very well with each other, and therefore it requires the marketing team to put a lot of manual effort in obtaining reports, and they execute their campaigns. And in a lot of instances, even after all of this effort, there are a lot of assumptions that need to be made to know who to target and what exactly is working. And unfortunately, those assumptions are often incorrect. MicroChannel assists organizations with this by centralizing all of this in one place, as well as providing a series of tools that gives marketers information that you never thought possible, all with minimal effort and with no need to involve other people from IT, for example. Most businesses these days have a website, and a good portion of them leverage from analytic tools to provide information about how long people are spending on each page, as well as where they're coming from, and the keywords that they used within the search engine to find this site in the first place. However, very few are able to determine specifically which keywords are resulting in sales versus just the people browsing. It's also very hard to determine how many times an individual person is visiting your site before making the bold decision to contact you and request you for information. MicroChannel can provide this sort of insight by leveraging from the Core Motives add-on solution that is completely integrated into Microsoft Dynamics CRM. Here's an example of some of this tracking that we're able to do with our own website, online.mscrm.com.au, where I can see the view counts that we've had for each page on the site this month. When we drill into the page views of each page, I'm able to see the source of traffic, as well as the search words, but more importantly, it's linked directly through to a contact or a lead in your CRM database. If the system hasn't identified who the visitor is as yet, it'll create an anonymous web visitor user, and then start tracking all of the web sessions that this particular person has had with your tracked websites. You can see when they looked at the sites, how long they were on for, as well as how many pages they viewed within each session. When this anonymous web visitor is identified to the system by means of submitting a web form or receiving an HTML email that is sent from the system, all of its web history is transferred over to the contact, so you can identify the specific contact details of the visitor. The system is always keeping history, which means that someone could visit your website at many points and via multiple searches, for example. But when they finally fill out the web form after 6 months or a year, we will not only see the fact that this person has visited our website today, but we're also able to see that that particular person has been visiting us for many times for the last 6 or 12 months, for example. All of this information can then be summarized into various dashboards to see what are your top referrers or top keywords, and then filtered with additional criteria such as customer or product line, and that truly gives you the detailed information you need to have in order to determine where the best spend your marketing dollar is. For example, we could see, well, what are the top key search words for our customers versus our prospects? Other components of marketing automation is the campaign management, whereby a Microsoft Dynamics CRM user is able to create an area that all planning tasks, budgets, and campaign responses are kept in one place. A campaign might have multiple communication points, such as letters, emails, and phone calls, where they're all designed to increase awareness and obtain interest in your products and services. And they're all leveraged right from within this one campaign view. By leveraging from the free customer portal Accelerator from Microsoft, it also allows you to manage events through the system, whereby you can enter the details and then publish it up to your website, so that you can provide additional information about the event to interested parties. You can also manage the registrations through that process as well, whereby people click through on a web form, fill out their details on the web, and have that automatically go into your CRM without the need for anybody to double type any information. Here's a sample of how the event would look once published on this site. Another great way to generate interest and invite people to events that you're running is via email. Although Microsoft Dynamics CRM out of the box allows users to send personalized emails en masse, we often recommend that companies that are serious about their email marketing leverage from the Core Motives add-on. which will provide the user with additional information such as who opened the email and which particular links they clicked on. Also, by leveraging the Core Motives tool, you're much less likely to be blacklisted by the spam organisations, which we're seeing is happening far too often after people first implement their CRM and send their first bulk email. I'm more than happy to discuss specific details behind this if you're interested offline. We're also able to build up web forms that allow users to publish a form up to the web which captures information from prospects and customers, which is in turn published directly back into your CRM system, all without the need to involve IT or a marketing agency to build up the forms. This can be used for your initial registrations, for your initial registration of interest, as well as customer surveys as well. Further to that, when the web form is submitted, you're able to automate a series of tasks such as follow-up calls or additional emails for a drip marketing campaign, as well as other forms of notifications, both internally as well as back to the person who submitted the details on the form in the first place. So I hope by going through this quick presentation, you're able to see that MicroChannel Services can assist you in obtaining greater marketing results to ultimately multiply your customers and multiply your revenue by leveraging from Microsoft Dynamics CRM.